I have something that I want to read to you guys from Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. If you're first watching the show and you haven't seen any other episodes, Eckhart Tolle is probably my favorite writer, and he has two major books. He has several variations of the main two. One is The Power of Now, and the other is A New Earth. And it's all about how to live in the moment and how to live mindfully while functioning in the world. So you're not living in the moment and la-li-la, I'm drooling under a tree in the shape of a pretzel. That's not what it is at all. It's going out into the world, working your job, doing what you gotta do, but being present while you do it so that you can deliver a fine quality of work, and you can really enjoy all of the life energy that's around you and within you. It's almost like you can have a little bit of heaven on earth while you are going about your day. So most humans, the default is to live in the head. The voice in the head, we are possessed by it. The voice in the head tells you things like, I shouldn't have a beard, I should be thinner, I should be taller, I should have more money, I should have less money. If you can imagine, basically the voice in the head and the ego, it's just, they are catalysts for unhappiness, basically. And many religions and spiritual paths attempt to direct you away from that and into whatever is really going on, so that you can really become a part of the process as opposed to being against it. So when you read his books, they're not just books, they are consciousness tools. When you read them, something within you really does resonate, and if there is any awakening presence in you, it really does start to bloom when you read these. And if you're not ready, these books won't make any sense at all. That's okay if it doesn't. If you ain't ready, you ain't ready. But I'm going to read this. The moment you start watching the thinker, a higher level of consciousness becomes activated. You then begin to realize that there is a vast realm of intelligence beyond thought. That thought is only a tiny aspect of that intelligence. You also realize that all things that truly matter, beauty, love, creativity, joy, inner peace, arise from beyond the mind. You begin to awaken. What does that mean? Well, thinking is just that, thinking. The mind was really meant to be a tool. It's really meant to use to solve problems, to figure out what you gotta figure out. It's kind of your vehicle of how to get from A to B. But the problem is, it is only thought. Anything beyond that, love, peace, joy, they are completely different vibrations and not something that thought can produce, and they are not things that you can find through thought. For example, you're somebody who wants to fall in love. Well, you're not going to fall in love by thinking about falling in love. Love just has to happen. In fact, when you are feeling that love for someone, you're probably not thinking. Or if you are looking at a beautiful sunset and it's absolutely gorgeous and it really takes your breath away, you cannot be thinking and you cannot be in your head and feel all this beauty at the same time, because if your thinking is going on, your experience is going to be, okay, well, the sun is setting, it's getting late, okay, I need to get back home. Or you're thinking of 5 minutes ahead, getting in the car. Or 5 minutes ago, oh no, I forgot this and that. You're not right there. So when your mind calms down, it leaves you open so you can feel and experience all of these beautiful things around you. So I wanted to share that with you. That really is an example of what mindful living is about. And the trick, some of you may be thinking, what in God's you-know-what is he even talking about? If you've experienced it, then you know, because the state of presence is really not something that you can even fully articulate in words, because it's not really something you can describe. It is not mind-based. You can really only feel it. And everybody, well, most everybody, I'm sure, has had glimpses of just those moments where, as Oprah says, you have that little bit of bliss where everything is okay. And when that happens, it's usually because your mind is quiet. But I wanted to just read that to you, and I wanted to share that with you. Again, this is Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, and I highly recommend for you to listen to him. He's on YouTube, read some of the stuff. And once again, if you're not ready to really enjoy a mindfulness path, not everybody is, it won't mean anything at all. And that's okay if it doesn't. But if it does, welcome to heaven on earth, and welcome to the world of meditation and mindfulness and all that good stuff. Okay, workday is all done. 3-day weekend is here. Yay! Good morning, folks. It is Friday. It's also Juneteenth, so a very happy Juneteenth to everyone out there. Sending a lot of great vibes. Wonderful. Today is really going to be about a lot of rest and recuperation, not in the lay down sleep sense, but in the let's not worry about any responsibilities right now. Let's just go ahead and have fun. Let's just enjoy the moment. Mall Rat Billy, he's my good buddy. We become mall rats. You know, I pick him up. We cruise Colony Center, and we just window shop. Tonight is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to Rocks. We're going to, Chris and I and my buddy Jer. On my way to pick up Mall Rat Billy. We are ready to do some clothes shopping. My buddy is trying on a few different outfits. I'm here mainly for moral support, so here I am. No, just no. Okay, we're going out to Rocks. Jer Bear, he arrived. We're off like a prom dress. Okay, on my way to teach classes. Woo-woo. Okay, time to work on the lawn. Now it's time to just relax. Yes. Good morning, folks. It's Sunday, and right now I'm just waking up with some Java. I'm just finishing up my first cup, so I'm actually starting to become more human. What the day's going to look like is I am going to be practicing some yoga with my yoga buddy. I'm on my way now to my buddy's to do some yoga. I really do need to get some coffee. All right, that was fun. I just finished up with my friend, and we actually didn't end up doing yoga. We ended up taking shots of each other. He does photography, and obviously I do as well. So we were just kind of playing around with different looks and stuff like that. So that was fun. I'm probably going to post a few of them on my social media, and I am on Instagram and on TikTok. Home sweet home. Here we are at the buffet place. The good thing about the buffet place, you don't have to worry about cooking dinner or cleaning up. I forgot it's Father's Day, so there's a bit of a wait, but we're just hanging out waiting with ourselves. It is fine. Had my 3 plates. I'm done. Done! Hello. We are going to read verse 65 of Stephen Mitchell's edition of the Tao Te Ching. Once again, the Tao Te Ching, it's a collection of 81 verses written by Lao Tzu. It is really the handbook for Taoism, although I'm not a Taoist. I just think that the verses are amazing. They really point you towards a mindset of mindfulness. So listen to this. The ancient masters didn't try to educate people, but kindly taught them how to not know. When they think that they know the answers, people are difficult to guide. When they know that they don't know, people can find their own way. If you want to learn how to govern, avoid being clever or rich. The simplest pattern is the clearest. Content with an ordinary life, you can show all people the way back to their true nature. Isn't this interesting? Especially in a day when you cannot go anywhere online. You can't go to TikTok, you can't go to Instagram, you can't go to Facebook without someone trying to quote unquote educate you on what really is a viewpoint. And as for me, I know what my own truths are, and that's good enough for me. I myself would never try to educate anyone because a person is going to view things as a person is going to view things. And, everyone is responsible for their own path. I myself am not obligated to quote unquote educate anyone. I just try to inspire by living authentically. Even this show, you're not hearing me say you should be doing this, you should be doing that. I'm simply sharing what works for me, and if it resonates with a person, that's great. And if it doesn't, that is perfectly okay too. I absolutely respect that. And I think the thing is, when you are secure with what it is you know, you live out your truth, and that's all you need to do. Because quite frankly, your own path is your own business. Anyone else's path is their own business. And, I think of people who get very stressed out because they try to share something with someone, the person just isn't ready or the person just isn't getting it. That's perfectly okay. Don't stress yourself out. You don't have to lead anybody unless they like what you're doing and they're inspired by it. So I'm going to read this again. The ancient masters did not try to educate people. They kindly taught them to not know. In other words, by example, you're letting go of those preconceived beliefs and you are just more into really what's going on and what's going to benefit you. When they think that they know the answers, people are difficult to guide. It's true, because you're in your ego, you're right, everyone else is wrong. When they know that they don't know, people can find their own way, and they always do. For the most part. If you want to learn how to govern, avoid being clever or rich. The simplest pattern is the clearest. Content with an ordinary life. They can show all people the way back to their own true nature. Your own true nature isn't about ideas or educating, unless you happen to be a natural teacher that's teaching by example, leading by example. But Your own true nature is really to just be, and to just be the best that you can and walk your own path and let people see you doing your own thing at your best. In my opinion, that's my own interpretation of this, so I hope you enjoyed. Live your own truth. It's been a little while since I shared with you guys my gratitude journal, and that is as often as I can think to do it. What I do is I list 5 things that I am grateful for. This comes from Sarah Van Bronick's Simple Abundance, and Oprah has mentioned this as well. So, this is my new journal book, which I got in the crystal shop the other day. So what I'm going to do now is list my 5 things. All right, so I always like to date it. Today is the 23rd of June, and for you guys, it's probably a few weeks later than that. All right, 6/23/26. All right, what are 5 things that I am grateful for? Let me think. Gonna take a breath. For one thing, electricity. Everything is working. Two, I'm healthy. I'm not in any pain. And with that, I'm going to include energy. I don't feel like I have these massive dizzies going on. I don't feel like I need to go to sleep. It's perfectly okay for me to get up and walk around. I'm gonna put energy for this. 3, what's the next thing that I am grateful for? I'm grateful for all of my loved ones, including my husband, my sister, Dana Bobena, my best buddies, Jer, and a few others who have not been featured on the show, but Jer is probably one of the highest on the list of besties. In fact, he was actually my best man at Chris's and my wedding. If you can have even one really good friend in your life, you are very lucky, rather than have an entire crowd of acquaintances. 4, my music. In particular, my latest tune, which is probably the title track of the new album, Wings. Hence, the name of the song is called Wings. Okay. 5, my car works. No car issues. Those are my 5. And what I do is I become still and I let the answers come to me, and I just kind of acknowledge what comes about. I'm gonna give you guys a shot of the journal. Once again, the reason why writing it down is important is because it focuses your mind. It gives your mind less room to kind of flutter about when you're, trying to just think of 5 things. Your answers are not solid and out there. they're just still sort of free-floating, floating in your brain. So this is why writing it down regularly is a good thing. And also, if you do this for at least a few weeks every day, it's going to change the way you think. Your mind is going to be in the habit of finding things to be grateful for. And then I will say this, during I can't talk, an Oprah Eckhart webinar, Oprah was talking about this, and she says that your list grows because you find more things to be grateful for. And for me, for the sake of time, I usually keep it to 5, but I could easily do 20. I could do 20 things I'm grateful for. The list really does grow, and as that happens, your gratitude grows. And if you believe in this, what you're putting out there, you are attracting back. So if you're putting gratitude out there, guess what? You're going to get more blessings coming your way. And it's just a great way to live. Hello guys, I'm going to teach you a yoga technique. All right, this is to stretch out your sides, and it's also to wake you up. Remember the mantra, stretch up to wake up. So stand with your feet together, arms overhead. What you're going to do is interlace the fingers, release the index fingers, and cross your thumbs. Stretch up, belly in, pelvis forward just a wee bit. And what you're going to do now is go from left to right. Just a few times, okay? And the goal here isn't to go really from side to side as much as it is to lift the upper half of the body up. So only go as far as it feels good. You don't want to stretch too much because you don't want to strain anything. All right. So then after a few times, you stop in the middle, take a nice inhale, and then you're going to go over to your right. Just imagine that you're pointing to the top corner of the room, because the tendency is to want to roll forward. You want to literally go to the side. So just visualize that. You're not literally going to twist back. You don't want to do that. Come up. Hands to heart center. This is going to relax the arms and the shoulders. Stay here for just a few breaths. Interlace the fingers again. If you loosen them up or let them go, lift up and then go to the other side. So you only have to go a little bit of ways in order to really feel the stretch. And of course, imagine that you're pointing to that back corner. Hips square, and then come up, hands to heart center, and you're gonna feel a flushing in your arms, and that is because as you have been stretching up, you have been holding blood back. Once you release, whoosh, the blood just flushes. And it's a good way to increase the circulation in your arms and even in your hands. So, yoga tip for you, wake up to stretch up, and stretch your sides. I've made a lot of progress with song number 8, which I believe is going to end up being the title track because that's how good it's shaping up to be. The title track, I'd like to have that last. It's kind of like a saving the best for last kind of thing, where the title track really ends up becoming the finale and really the full circle aspect of it. So there's a little bit of restructuring that I need to do with it, but I'd say it's about 80% done. This is what I got so far, and I think it might be finished. I need to listen to this a couple of times just to see if there's any more tweaking I want to do, but check it out. So the reason why I think that this song is finished is because when I listen to it, I'm kind of like, ooh, this is really good. And I can picture this song being at the end. It does have that kind of conclusion feel to it. It's really a song that's meant to tie everything together. So, as I've said before, I need to listen to it a few more times before I'm absolutely sure that it's ready for submission. This is not a song that's going to be released prior, so, I won't. So, in other words, I'll be finished with it once I decide that it's done. As opposed to the 7 other ones which have been released, and I need to beef up a little bit more for the album itself. So cool. To song number 8, 7 more to go.